I guess the same question for you, Edgar. Do you, when you're playing someone that's based on a real or a couple of real people, do you take that into the role with you, or do you kind of go, well, that's a nice reference point, but I sort of have an idea of what I want to do?
Well, I think it's a mixture of the two. I mean, definitely there's there are certain traits and certain things that you might or might not respect or take into your own mixing. But in the end, you are recreating life. You're not imitating life. I mean, it's like I remember from the read through when Sarchi told you clench teeth. Remember, you gotta say that with your teeth clenched, like you gotta talk like this. I remember that one. And you cannot imitate life. I mean, you are recreating it. You know, so it's the recreation of the writer and director and the actor. So in the end, you know, it doesn't matter even if you try as much as you can to imitate someone, it will never happen. I mean,
yeah.
you will create something new, and that's what I tried. Especially, I didn't get to meet the bishop and the priest upon who my character is based on. I didn't have access to them, but I did meet certain priests, Jesuit priests, and some exorcists, and but just to also recreate the psychology of a priest. But for me, it was more important to put focus on who Joseph Mendoza, which is the name of my character, was as a man and as a human being, and the reasons that made him want to become a priest.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Do you want to? We can start lining up for questions if you guys want to have some. If you want to ask some questions. Oh, there's the microphone right in the middle. Yeah, line up. Did you? One brave young woman. What is your name?
I'm Pauline.
Hi. What's your question?
It's for Scott. Scott, you like doing exorcist movies. So, by any chance, did you ever witness one in real life, exorcism?
No, I've obviously seen a lot of footage. I've spoken to people who've been through pretty serious exorcisms and consequential events, but I've never actually witnessed one. Don't particularly want to.
Hi. Is your question why so serious?
Yes, that is it, okay. Chris. Thank you. Why, Chris? Why are you so serious?
I like it when it's just said that. Come on, guys. Why so serious?
I just wondered, does Ralph Sarchi have a cameo in the movie?
Ooh, that's a good question. Does Ralph Sarchi have a cameo anywhere in the movie?
I tried so hard to convince him to do it, and he absolutely refused. He absolutely would not do it.
Why do you think that is?
I think he's, Ralph's a very complicated guy, and I think that there was something about doing that for him was going to be ego-driven. I think he actually wanted to do it, and because he wanted to do it, he forced himself under no circumstances to do it. I think that's true.
It's got to be pretty strange for a guy who's a cop and a skeptic, and then all this stuff happens, and it kind of changes his life, and then all of a sudden you're basically a bunch of artists and performers come on and they just paint this picture like this is a representation of your life. I mean, when your experience with him did that blow his mind a little bit in this
yeah, and I think it's continuing to do so. There's really nothing that can prepare you for this. And the size of the machine that gets behind a big Hollywood movie. But so far he's doing really well with it. And the interviews that he's giving are great. He is a larger than life character on many levels, and I think that what he has come to appreciate is that he does have something to contribute, and that his story was worth telling. And I'm just appreciative that he's let us do everything that we've done, and that in the process of working on the movie, he was our cop advisor. He was there every day, not because the movie was based on him, but because we needed a police officer from the NYPD to be there and make sure that the NYPD was properly represented, and that people that Joel and Eric would draw their guns right and clear a room correctly and all of that. So he was there for very practical reasons, and did a really good job of not getting in the way of the creative processes that we were all a part of, in spite of the fact that the movie was based on him.